Now on Sunrise and streaming on CrossroadsToday.com, the January 6th committee urged the Justice Department on Monday to bring criminal charges against former President Donald Trump. And the Supreme Court is temporarily blocking the lifting of a Trump-era border restriction set to end this week. Also, disgraced Hollywood mogul Harvey Weinstein found guilty on several sex crime charges by a California jury.
And taking a look this morning, it's a live view of Cuero ISD, courtesy of the WeatherBug site there. A little bit of fog in the distance, cloudy skies, and you think it's cold now. Wait till you get to Thursday and Friday. Yes, colder air is on the way. Big time Arctic air, too. We'll give the details coming up.
You're watching 25 News Now Sunrise. Good morning and thank you for joining us. I'm Carolina Astrain. Today is the 20th day of December 2022. The time is now 6:31 on your Tuesday morning, and on this day in 1946, It's a Wonderful Life starring Jimmy Stewart premiered and later became a holiday classic. Trey, the first time I saw It's a Wonderful Life was actually last year, and it was quite a wonderful film to watch. You really have to watch it all the way through to capture the true meaning.
A big time classic, of course, a very big time classic. What's the classic line? Every time the bell rings, the angel gets its wings.
It's true, Trey.
You know that's true, definitely. Out on the outside with 50 degrees, and this is warm. This is a heat wave compared to what we can expect coming up for Thursday and Friday. So put that in perspective for you. With northerly winds, they're 10 miles per hour currently. And take a look at the headlines regarding the late week freeze coming our way. Arctic front arrives by Thursday afternoon, way late in the day. And after that, the temperatures drop rapidly. We go from near 70 degrees by Thursday afternoon to the teens early on your Friday morning. I tell you what, it's a big drop in temperatures. It's a very, very big drop. Hard freeze likely Friday morning, Saturday morning, and Sunday morning. Get prepared now. Be sure the plants are protected. Their tropical plants are inside or at least covered. And make sure all the pets have a safe shelter. People too. And the pipes have exposed pipes, because it could be a pipe buster coming up the next couple of days during this time period right here, I should say. But no snow fans, ice fans, nope, can't help you out here. No snow and no ice expected for this upcoming event. Not like the 2021 polar plunge we had. This should be mostly on the dry side around here. That's a good thing, because ice just adds some more headaches in the travel and a lot of other areas as well. And the future temperatures starting off near 60 degrees, and we'll keep that going for your day tomorrow, your Thursday. The front will come through, and then here it is right here, going from 70s to 43 degrees or so by 6 p.m. And we're already in the mid-20s by 12 midnight on Friday night, and getting even lower than that before we have sunrise on your Friday morning. Full forecast to come a little bit later on. Carolina?
Thank you, Trey. The House committee investigating January 6th is recommending that Donald Trump face criminal charges. In their final public meeting, the committee voted unanimously to recommend a batch of criminal charges to the Justice Department for the former president, including conspiracy to defraud the federal government, obstruction of an official proceeding, conspiracy to make a false statement, and inciting or assisting those in an insurrection. We'll go to Washington for more on the public meeting later on Sunrise. The Supreme Court has put a hold on a court order that would have allowed a Trump-era immigration policy to expire Wednesday. The Biden administration has until Thursday to file a challenge to the stay. The COVID-era policy allows asylum seekers to be quickly expelled from the U.S. on public health grounds. More than 2 million people were expelled from the country as a result of the policy. Leading us to your viewer poll. How do you rate the situation at the U.S. border with Mexico? Let's take a look. Okay, this is more than all of the half hours so far this morning. 77% of you say it is indeed a crisis, and 14% of you say it's a major problem. 2% of you say it's a minor problem, and 7% of you say it's not a problem. Come to CrossroadsToday.com/vote. You can also scan the QR code right there on your screen to take part in our viewer polls. A mobile home was destroyed in a fire early Monday, leaving a family of 5 displaced this morning. The fire department says a space heater is to blame. The fire crews responded to the fire in the 100 block of Barbara Drive. 4 people were taken to the hospital. 1 person was transported to a San Antonio hospital with burns on their arms and hands. 2 people have since been released. The other person is in an unknown condition but had minor injuries. A man wanted on parole violation was arrested Monday, but not before taking authorities on a foot chase through Victoria. The chase happened just after 3 p.m. in the areas of East Red River Street along East Brazos. The man was eventually captured and taken to the Victoria County Jail. His name has not yet been released. A Los Angeles jury has found Harvey Weinstein guilty on several sex crime charges. The disgraced movie mogul was found guilty of 1 count of rape and 2 counts of sexual assault. He was acquitted of 1 count of sexual battery. Weinstein already serving a 23-year prison sentence after being convicted of sex crimes in New York. We now turn to a rising political star accused of making up his resume. He was just elected to Congress, but his first task in Washington may very well be fighting an ethics investigation.
This morning, Congressman-elect George Santos of Long Island, New York, who helped Republicans flip a House seat to narrowly take control of the chamber from Democrats, is now in the hot seat.
I hope I can earn your vote on November 8th.
On the campaign trail, Santos ran on the American dream, touting his experience as a philanthropist, Wall Street financier, and investor. But the New York Times reports when it comes to his education and work experience, much of what Santos told voters is made up. The Times was first to report that Santos never worked at Goldman Sachs or Citigroup as he claimed, and never attended Baruch College or NYU.
We're in an era where a lot of political newcomers are coming in, people that don't have traditional backgrounds, and that definitely opens the door to people kind of creating their own storyline, their own narrative.
Following the report, Santos firing back through his attorney, saying in part, George Santos represents the kind of progress that the left is so threatened by, a gay Latino immigrant and Republican, adding it was no surprise that Congressman-elect Santos has enemies at the New York Times who are attempting to smear his good name with these defamatory allegations. Both Baruch College and New York University tell ABC News they have no record of anyone with his name and date of birth attending. Goldman Sachs and Citigroup also say they have no record of him working there. His opponent in last month's race now calling for a full investigation.
The House Ethics Committee has got to investigate these allegations.
The Times report also brings into question Santos's charity group, Friends of Pets United, which he claims saved thousands of cats and dogs, but ABC News could find no IRS record of a charity with that name. Republican officials from Long Island are now asking for time to give Santos an opportunity to address the questions about his resume. Lionel Moise, ABC News, New York.
All right, let's get your phone and scan this QR code. It's our quick response code to download the Crossroads Today app. You can get breaking news alerts, vote on our viewer poll, get the latest news, weather, and sports, and learn all about our ongoing contest right there on the app. Submit those news tips and photos. The time is now 6:38 on your Tuesday morning. Here's a look at what's coming up on 25 News Now Sunrise. A volunteer helped a man in distress, and now she wants to see his stolen wheelchair returned.
Former President Donald Trump responds to the January 6th committee's move to urge the Justice Department to criminally prosecute him. I'm ABC's Faith Abube in Washington. Details coming up.
Rather mild temperatures today. We're starting in the 40s, on the cool side, the 60s by the afternoon time. And by the time we get to your day on Thursday, here it comes. Here comes the cold Arctic air down into our region here, and temperatures taking a big tumble. We'll take a look coming up.
From all of us here at 25 News Now, happy holidays and a happy new year.
The holidays are for making memories, and you can count on Honda to help you make them. Whether it's in a versatile HR-V, a sporty Civic, or a stylish Accord, start making memories of your own with a new Honda during Happy Honda Days. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer today.
If you paid more for your car insurance this year than last year, give us a call at Fred Loya Insurance or visit us at fredloya.com.
My insurance rates went up more than 50%. That's when I call Fred Loya.
My insurance went up over $100 a month. That's $1,200 a year. So I called Fred Loya Insurance.
If you think you're paying too much for your car insurance, or if your renewal rates have gone up, start paying less and call or visit us online at fredloya.com.
Stay up to date with what's happening in the Crossroads by downloading the Crossroads Today mobile app. You'll get instant alerts to your phone or tablet the minute breaking news or weather happens. Only the free Crossroads Today mobile app features weather updates for local sports. The Crossroads Today app gives you the ability to stream our daily newscasts when you're on the go and share pictures or tips straight to our newsroom and so much more. Brought to you locally by Prosperity Bank with 12 locations serving the Crossroads area.
And good morning, 6:41 is the current time. And let's take a look at the wind chill. Starting off at 10 a.m. We'll be in the 40s or so around here. That's the wind chill factor. And then 40s again coming up for your day on Wednesday in the morning time, and mild by the time we get to the afternoon time for your Wednesday. Now here comes the Arctic front on Thursday. Take a look at the wind chill spread at that time, 5 o'clock. 37-degree wind chill in Yoakum. We go down to Port Lavaca, 67-degree wind chill. And this is what I'm talking about here, 11 o'clock. 10-degree wind chill in Victoria, 8-degree wind chill at 3 a.m. And look at this, 6 a.m. Friday, wind chill 6 degrees in Victoria. We'll just let that sink in for a minute. All right, let's take a look at the high temperature change throughout the day. We're below normal, 6 degrees coming up for your day today. Then the Arctic blast comes in. Take a look at this for Thursday at 11 p.m. will be over 30 degrees under normal temperature for Victoria as the Arctic air comes in and makes itself at home for the next few days beginning on Friday, especially Saturday and Sunday. So get ready, get your big coats out, get prepared for the cold air because it's coming, it's on the way. I can guarantee you that. Full forecast a little bit later on before we go. Carolina?
Thank you, Trey. We now turn to Washington, where all eyes are on the Justice Department after the House January 6th Select Committee voted unanimously, asking them to prosecute former President Donald Trump for his actions surrounding the attack on the U.S. Capitol. The panel recommending Trump be charged with breaking multiple criminal statutes, including inciting an insurrection. The DOJ is not obligated to act on the referrals.
This morning, the fallout continues after that decisive move by the House January 6 Select Committee. The panel wrapping up its sweeping 18-month-long investigation by issuing 4 unprecedented criminal referrals against a former president, urging the Justice Department to prosecute former President Donald Trump for a multi-part conspiracy, obstructing an official proceeding, conspiracy to defraud the United States, conspiracy to make a false statement, and inciting an insurrection.
It was with solemnity and sadness that the facts led to criminal referrals for the former president of the United States.
The panel, made up of 2 Republicans and 7 Democrats, using a video montage to highlight some of the most damning evidence they uncovered against Trump. From lies about the 2020 election to sworn testimony from his own allies alleging for 187 minutes, Trump ignored urgent calls to stop the January 6 violence.
No man who would behave that way at that moment in time can ever serve in any position of authority in our nation again.
Some of the Capitol police officers who fended off the angry mob in the room.
I agree with all the referrals, and I think he needs to be held accountable.
In a social media statement, Trump defending his actions, saying the committee's move only strengthens him, adding, quote, "What doesn't kill me makes me stronger." Former Vice President Mike Pence, himself a target of the mob on January 6, telling Fox News,
I think that would be terribly divisive in the country at a time when the American people want to see us heal.
And the January 6th committee also referred Trump's election attorney John Eastman and others for criminal prosecution. It's also urging a congressional ethics investigation against 4 GOP congressmen who ignored lawfully issued subpoenas from the committee. A full report will be released tomorrow. In Washington, Faith Abube, ABC News.
A faithful and caring local volunteer helped a man in distress, and now she wants to see his stolen wheelchair returned. Tanya Gerloff was shopping at the Walmart on North Navarro December the 7th when she noticed a man looking for his wheelchair. He left it up front and used a store scooter to shop. Tanya helped him look for it, but it was nowhere to be found. Tanya also has mobility issues and really wants to see the man's wheelchair returned.
The only thing I can say is if someone sees this and did take it, please, the gentleman needs his wheelchair. Return it.
She has an electric wheelchair that she needs to use on many occasions. She has a muscle disorder, and she cannot get anybody, any agencies, any help to get a wheelchair ramp built so that she can get it out of the home and be able to use it here at work.
If you have any information regarding the stolen wheelchair, call Michelle Walters at 361-237-6275. And you may have heard Michelle talk about Tanya's needs as well. She's on the lookout for someone to help install a wheelchair ramp for her staircase in her home. And so if you know anyone, contact us at staff@crossroadstoday.com. I just got a message from a viewer wanting to help out. The time is now 6:46 on your Tuesday morning. Still to come, a faulty exploding Takata airbag inflator has killed another driver.
If only there was a place in the morning to start my day. With a smile, somewhere to help me get in the know. Oh wait, there is.
Good morning, America.
GMA 7A. Now that's how you start your day.
Wow. Would you look at that?
It's beautiful.
You even remember the napkins.
Wow. That's our boy.
So proud.
Having McDonald's breakfast is delicious. Having someone else get you McDonald's breakfast is deliciouser. Right now, get a big breakfast with hotcakes for just $4.99. Only at McDonald's.
Tuesday on Sherry. Somebody told me one time that a foolproof way to get a man was to smile. So I went around for like months. Drop that.
In this morning's GMA First Look, fines against Fortnite totaling $500 million. One of the settled civil complaints against Epic Games alleges the company used confusing and inconsistent button configurations to trick players into unwanted payments.
We found that even when a user was just looking to wake the game back up after it had gone into sleep mode, they could be charged with all sorts of fees that they didn't intend to make.
Epic Games says we accepted this agreement because we want Epic to be at the forefront of consumer protection and provide the best experience for our player. We share the underlying principles of fairness, transparency, and privacy that the FTC enforces. So what does this mean for the parents of Fortnite players? Well, it's all coming up at 7 a.m. With your GMA First Look, I'm Trevor Ault, ABC News, New York.
When it's a precious surprise, it's more than a gift.
I get to see what's Santa left for me.
Health is not a sprint, it's a marathon, and you know that. You got this. Nutrients for immune system support, heart health, and energy metabolism. But remember, you have more than regular energy. It's Jennifer Lopez energy, or J-Lo energy. Seems forced. Jenny from the Block energy. Overdone. Jenergy. Goalie makes health simple. Jenergy.
Good morning. It's 10 minutes away from the 7 a.m. hour, and the cold blast is on its way. Cool temperatures around here today. Arctic air is still to the north. The front making its plunge down southward coming up by your 9 p.m. on your Thursday. It'll be moving through the Crossroads region. The cold air comes on down and chills us down in a big way. Teens for lows, yes, very possible. Cloudy skies all day today. All the rain from yesterday is now further to the east and moving on into Louisiana and further east from there, while the clouds still remain in place for now. Thankfully, no precipitation anytime soon, so don't have to worry about any icing when the cold air gets here. 60 degrees today, cloudy skies, northerly winds near 10. Overnight low will be about 45 degrees or so, like this morning, with cloudy skies and more clouds for your day tomorrow. High temperatures near 60 degrees with the northerly winds near 10 miles per hour. And the front moves through late in the day on your Thursday. May get up to 70 degrees before the front arrives on Thursday afternoon. And then the temperatures tumble in a big way. You'll feel the Arctic air coming on in with high winds too. Wind chill single digits for your Friday morning with lows about 18 degrees and a hard freeze all the way through Saturday morning and again on Sunday morning.
And now for today's question of the day. In the classic Christmas special, Frosty the Snowman, what makes Frosty come to life? Like us on Facebook, Crossroads Today. Post your guess. Today's question. We'll have the answer later on Sunrise. A faulty exploding Takata airbag inflator has killed another driver. Automaker Stellantis and U.S. safety regulators confirmed the fatality Monday. Stellantis, formerly known as Fiat Chrysler, is urging people to stop driving several models made from 2005 through 2010, including Dodge Magnum wagons, Dodge Challenger and Charger muscle cars, and Chrysler 300 sedans. The automaker says all the vehicles on the Do Not Drive list were all recalled in 2015. Since 2009, the exploding airbags have killed at least 33 people worldwide, including 24 in the U.S. The outbreak of respiratory viruses affecting children across the country has caused a run on some of their medications. Two of the country's biggest pharmacy chains, CVS and Walgreens, have responded. They announced Monday they will limit the purchases of children's pain relief products. Walgreens will allow 6 over-the-counter purchases, while CVS will allow customers to buy just 2 pain relief products, either online or in person. CVS says it also is working with its suppliers to meet the demand. Still to come on Sunrise, news to know before you go. At least 2 people were hurt and a suspect is dead following a shooting in a Wisconsin neighborhood.
Are you ready to change your career path? Come join our sales team at the Victoria Television Group. Do you have a passion for customer service and sales? This is the right place for you. We offer great benefits, medical, dental, life, 401k, paid vacation, and much more. Call me and let me show you why the Victoria Television Group sales team is the right choice for you.
This holiday season, Ford wants to help you shine bright. Come in now and choose from a great selection of new Ford trucks and SUVs in stock and ready for delivery. Or place a custom order on select vehicles, lock in your rate, and you're protected. Plus, new inventory is arriving daily, so you can drive one home for the holidays. Now get $2,900 for $60 on Edge or Explorer, plus up to $3,000 bonus cash, 0 payments for 90 days, and complimentary maintenance. See your best in Texas Ford dealer.
Victory Kia and Victory Buick GMC want to let you know that you can lean on us. We will award $500 to a deserving winner. Drop off an entry form at any of our participating dealerships in the Lean On Me drop box with your story and contact info. Go to crossroadstoday.com/leanonme for more information or to enter online. You can tune in every other Thursday at the 6, 9, and 10 p.m. news to view our winners. Lean On Me is sponsored by Victory Kia and Victory Buick GMC.
And now for today's question of the day. In the classic Christmas special, Frosty the Snowman, what makes Frosty come to life? Okay, Trey, we've got several guesses, and they're all pretty similar. Shannon's got a funny one with animation. But all right, we've got Top Hat, and that's a guess from Stephanie. Lily, Melanie, let's see who else. Mary Cantu, Orlo, Merritt, Mary Helen, Kenneth. Everyone has seen Frosty, this Frosty movie. Patricia Ann, Trudy, and Sky. I would say that any top hat or hat will bring any outfit to life.
Well, that's true, but in this case, it has to be the special. Of course, top hat, the magic hat from the magician you see there in the special. Remember that? I remember watching that when I was a kid. And so he put the hat on Frosty's head, and what does he say? He comes to life and says, "Happy birthday."
Oh,
remember
I
that?
need to rewatch that, Trey.
You got to rewatch it. There's the magic hat, of course. Thanks for chiming into the question of the day. Have another great Christmas-related question of the day for your day tomorrow, so stay tuned for that, and make it a great day today.
An Amber Alert is issued for missing 5-month-old twins in Ohio. Authorities say the twin boys were abducted on Monday shortly before 10 p.m. They were left in their seats in a running car while their mother walked into a pizza restaurant. She soon realized that her black four-door 2010 Honda Accord was missing, along with her 2 sons. The twins are identified as Care and Kason Thomas and are described as having brown eyes and were last seen wearing brown outfits. The vehicle is missing its front bumper and had a torn temporary Ohio registration tag on the back bumper and a white sticker reading West Side City Toys. At least 2 people were hurt and a suspect is dead following a shooting in a Wisconsin neighborhood. Police say they were called to the scene just after 9 p.m. for an active shooter. When they arrived, they immediately took on gunfire. Those officers returned fire and gained access to the home because there was a report of shooting victims or hostages inside. They found 2 people with gunshot wounds, those individuals taken to a nearby hospital. Authorities say the shooter is deceased. The motive for the shooting unknown at this time. A severe winter storm moved through Hawaii on Monday, bringing heavy rains and strong winds. The powerful storm triggered power outages, brought down trees and closed roads, some roads covered in mud, causing several vehicles to get stuck after trying to pass through. In Maui, some businesses closed, all because of the flooding. Crews spent the day working to clear the roads and responding to power outages across the state. Officials say there doesn't appear to be any major damage from the storm, but cleanup is expected to take several days. New York police arrested a woman for burglarizing actor Robert De Niro's Manhattan townhouse Monday. 30-year-old Shanice Aviles was spotted entering De Niro's home around 2:45 Monday morning. Aviles reportedly began bagging up the actor's presents under his Christmas tree. Officers spotted Aviles and knew her as a serial burglary suspect with 26 prior arrests. She was taken into custody, and police didn't realize she was robbing the famous actor's home. Investigators say there was no interaction between De Niro and the suspected thief. The Salvation Army warming shelter will open as needed Thursday, December 22nd, as temperatures drop below tolerable levels. The normal men's emergency shelter hours are from 4:30 p.m. to 7 a.m. The warming shelter will be open at 7 a.m. and operate until 4:30 p.m. and be open to anyone. The feeding kitchen will operate from 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. as usual. These hours will continue as temperatures return to tolerable levels. You can submit your holiday photos. Just come to crossroadstoday.com, click on the red banner and submit those holiday photos. It could be Christmas trees, pets in their Christmas vests, Santa or Grinch photos. We even want to see menorah photos, or maybe it's a photo of your Kwanzaa celebration. We'll select one more entry to profile in our newscast before Christmas Day. And let's go ahead and take one last look at our viewer poll. Today we asked, all right, how do you rate the situation at the U.S. border with Mexico? So this is more than all of the 2 hours combined. 82% of you say crisis. 11% of you say it's a major problem, 2% of you say it's a minor problem, and 5% of you say it's not a problem. Keep on taking part in our viewer poll. Go ahead and scan the QR code right there on your screen. Let's go ahead and get a last look at our forecast. It's going to get frosty later this week, but no snow, right, Trey?
No snow, no ice anticipated, of course. We're thankful for that. Cold temperatures enough to deal with are coming up. 60 degrees today, cloudy skies, no worries there. Overnight lows in the 40s like we did this morning. We'll repeat again tomorrow morning. And then 60 degrees for your day on your Wednesday. Keeping the cloudy skies in play. And look at this. Temperatures drop. The Arctic front moves through on Thursday, second half of the day, and may get up to 70 just before the front arrives. Temperatures drop, hard freeze, teens and 20s coming up for your Friday, Saturday morning, and Sunday morning. So please be prepared for that. Slow warm up begins on your day after Christmas on Monday. Carolina?
Thank you, Trey, and thank you for joining us. For the latest in news, weather, and sports, come to crossroadstoday.com and be sure to tune in tonight for 25 News Now at 5, 6, and 10. You'll hear from James, Don, Howie, Karina, and Gina.